Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I don't know where Bob is. I'll watch for him. Oh, so how are you tonight, Skipper?
I'm good. No, I'll probably be on for about an hour. I got to get up in the morning, but
Uh, hi, Nola. That was scary, she said.
want my big face.
Oh, I'm getting better, but my stomach is still killing me today, and I'm like, I've had better days. I had the last bit of stuff that I got to mail in a big bag, and I went out and put it in the truck to go to town and got as far as almost climbing up into the truck, and I had to run for the house, and so I'm going to try again tomorrow. I'm just so tired of this. I'm so tired of this.
Yeah.
What I think it was Betty White said that growing old isn't for the faint of heart.
I'd say not. I just went to the doctor's today. I've been dealing with this pain in my left leg. Come to find out, it's probably my sciatic nerve.
Oh no.
They gave me a shot to help with like the pain. It starts with a T. Whenever they throw them big words out, I don't listen after that. And
Yeah.
boy, did it work.
Oh good. Well,
Then
that's good.
they gave me some meds to help with the inflammation and the
Yeah.
pain.
Got to get rid of the inflammation, and it'll ease the pain, ease the pressure on your nerve.
Yeah,
I
and
still
then
remember
in two
years
weeks,
ago.
in like 2 weeks, or I'll wait till after the meds are done. If it doesn't fix it, I'm gonna have to go back, probably get an MRI.
Oh God. I remember years ago my ex-husband had to get back surgery, and
Mm.
the doctor, like, it was in his lower back, and the doctor told him all these what was wrong with him. And I remember my ex-husband just kind of sat there and looked at him, and he said, "Hey doc, can you tell me in English?" And the doctor looked at him and said, "Boy, you're fucked." He did. He was a really good doctor too. He was, and my mom was having a fit because we were in the Dalles, and she wanted him to. The Dalles is a relatively small town in Oregon, and she wanted him to go to Portland and get a doctor in Portland because if you mess up your back, you're screwed up for life. So she wanted him to go to Portland and get one of the bigger doctors at the
Hmm.
hospital, and so I did a little bit of research on this doctor, and he was actually the best doctor in the whole Northwest, and he traveled all over California and
That's good.
Oregon and Washington to do surgeries because he was the best. So
That's good.
yeah, and he didn't have any more trouble with it after. Oh, there's Dozzy. He didn't have any more trouble with it after that either, and as far as I know, he never has. My dad messed up his back when he was like probably in his mid 20s.
Mm.
He was working at a feed store, and my dad at that time he was really built. In fact, he one of the first jobs that he got when he was young was driving truck for the circus, and they wanted him to train and work as one of the high line people, that do the stuff on the high wires, because he was like really broad shouldered and small hipped and everything. But he was working at this feed store, and he had a couple. They delivered, and he had a couple bags, big bags of grain, like 2 bags on each shoulder. And he walked into this lady's barn, and her floor collapsed, and he dropped down like 3 feet straight down, and stayed on his feet, and all that weight just like smashed his back,
Mm.
and he had back trouble his whole life after that.
Hey,
No.
Merdell. Hey, Go Nugget.
Hello, Bob.
Hello, Bob.
Oh, hey, Skipper and Pam. This isn't my stream.
No.
Damn it.
Well, if it was, you wouldn't allow me up. So
Skipper, that's not true. I've had you on my show a long time ago when you had about 7 subscribers.
no.
Made you a moderator, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. You never even lent me a Kleenex.
I know. Guess me making you a mod don't mean nothing to you then.
It don't mean a hill of beans, but you never had me on as a guest, is my point.
Not yet. I will eventually.
Oh, no, I'm too big of a channel now, don't you know?
That's why I didn't ask you.
You know, I remember, Pam, you probably remember some of the people, like every 2 years we get a crop of people that, you know, race to get to the 1,000, and then some get to 2,000, and, you know, like with the range we're in. But anyway, when people would get to 2,000, other people would start saying they're a big channel, and that's why I was saying that. There are a lot of people, and they like get ostracized, and they're not a big channel. And trust me, we don't feel like big channels because we're not.
I don't think anybody's a real big channel until they get over, you know, like
10,000?
or
That would be big for me.
100,000.
Hell, 1,000 would be big for me.
Well, it would be me too right now, but I'll never see that. And I don't worry about it.
Either. I never figured I would when I started up my channel.
When you started doing our segments, really got you up there. Speaking of that, when does the strip start? Yeah, Skipper knows.
I gotta tell everybody that what's going on, and I don't even know what to do right now. As everybody or most people probably know, I've been really sick for the last couple of weeks, and I haven't done a damn thing. And no streams, no nothing. And so right now I'm looking at my rent was due yesterday, and I don't even have any art to sell, and I don't know what to do other than tell people if you ever thought about like doing a super chat and do it to my PayPal tonight. Because tomorrow, as of tomorrow morning, if I don't have my stupid rent paid, they'll add on another $50, and I will be getting a 2-day eviction notice because that's what they do here. So other than that, I have no idea what to do. The only thing that I have that I could possibly sell for a little bit is that one print of the Indian girl that I didn't sell on that one string. So, yeah. So I'm just throwing it out there, and I don't like to ask for something without having anything, like having something to sell. So I really don't know what to do because I don't have anything to sell. I've been sick.
You know I don't like to gossip, but you heard about Maria, right?
No.
Yep. She's under the jail right now.
She's under what?
The jail.
Under the jail?
You didn't hear it here. No. Got some family issues. She couldn't be in Dayton. She messaged me.
I noticed she wasn't in the streams today.
Right. She's got her mom's in her 90s, and so there's a little bit of stuff going on there today.
Oh no.
So she's all right though. I mean, just she's old, like you, Pam. Now watch people go out and say, Bob said Maria was in jail.
I already messaged her.
Oh, hell no. I'm messaging her now and telling her he don't listen. He's a liar. I'll be right back. No, I said jail. G-E-L. See, Merdell's got the accent down. I said she's stuck in the jail. G-E-L. I can't even spell jail.
He said, hello, Annette, Miss Chanel Gardens. He's like, Jill? Oh, my.
Thousands a big channel. Yeah, it is for me or you, Merdula, but when you like Corey and KG and, there's a lot of other fish channels that are huge that we don't, know about or have in the family.
Hashtag free Maria.
Hashtag what?
Free Maria.
I must be behind. Oh, there it is, Free Maria. Damn. No, I just can't see still. There's mega reptile channels too. Two. Coral 12G, exactly. How many millions does he have now?
Man, I thought I had all that taken care of.
I can't hear you, Skipper. Your mama.
Yeah, I got a message. I thought I had everything taken care of, but I didn't.
You need some help?
No, I got it now. Somebody sent me a friendly reminder.
Nice. I like reminders. Get them from the dentist, the doctor's office,
Oh, yeah.
the diabetic educator. I have so many things like that. I have to juggle them sometimes. I'm like, what would I be doing if I was working,
Yeah.
Skipper, I was going to ask you on those platies that Dan had, that we both have or had. Do you still have those? The ones I mean?
No.
I've got one female and she hadn't dropped. So I don't know what happened.
No,
I
there's
don't think.
something up with them because
Yeah,
yeah,
I know because I got them twice now. So they get a certain age and the babies too. I never got much fry out of them either. Very few.
I didn't get any, and I had male and females, and
I had one or two. Yeah, me too.
And
I've got one female.
The males ended up dying. The females lasted for a while, and they just out of nowhere did.
See, that's the way I am. I have that one female left, and I'm sure that she's one of the 2 or 3 I had that dropped some of those fry, but she's not dropping any now.
Those are the red tiger platies?
Yeah, the striped, whatever striped.
They're I just saw them at Petco today. I'm like, nope.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Well, there. I may look to check some out. I'm loving these that I was, have right in front of me that I show some. They're bling, the bling blue ones, green blue ones.
Didn't you pick up? Is that the ones you're talking about that you and Ed picked up?
No, these are just some I got at Petco or somewhere I was at. I just said they're really nice looking planties. And wherever I was at, it was a lady. And she said, hell no, I don't know where I was at. She said, those are nice. Oh, I know where I got them. I got them up there at Robert's, his store that's near him.
Oh, that time you went up there. Yeah.
Coral. Well, yeah, a couple times we've been there because Ed wanted to go and see it. So we went back. So I've been there a couple times now. But the last time I went, that's what they are. I said, those are some nice looking platies, knowing I didn't need them. And so I got them, and I mean, look at them. And that's just a light slanted up from way up yonder, a cheap light, so that I can light this thing up over here.
Yeah.
I got to get some lights. I got a swordtail in there, just one.
Oh, that's some ones that just keep on getting on.
Yeah, that's the ones. If you want some, I'll send you some. Pam likes some, but I'm mad at her.
Are you?
Yep.
Oh, I know.
But if you want some, let me know. I'll send you a couple trios or something.
Okay.
I've got some females that are ready. Well, almost all of them are ready to drop. But they don't predate bad. See, there's all kinds of sizes. Well, Pam started noticing them before. how many babies they would have and sizes.
Yeah.
If you want, they're pretty. I mean, nothing I did. That's the way they came. I might
Yeah, I
have had
know.
them.
It was just one of those things. I don't know if it was a bad strain of them, but
I think it was genetics because those blue steel epistogrammas I got from Dan, and I finally ended up with a female. They're hard to get females, or they used to be. But one of them came that he thought it was a male, and me too. But finally, after like a year, it turned out to be a female. So I started getting batches, and then there were several females in the batches. But that's what I was going to send her with some of the fry when they got big enough to ship. But I never could get any big enough to ship. So I went ahead and just sent her a pair, and they've dropped. She's dropped twice, but the fry don't make it. So it's something up with the fish. She's still got the pair, but no fry, I don't think.
I don't know.
But if you want some of these, I'll send you some. I'm going to be sending you some plants if I ever get a life back between the Ark and Pam.
Oh man, it's been busy here too, bud.
I've got everybody's address except yours, I don't think. So send me your address again. I know I've got it because I sent you something before. Oh, you weren't supposed to know that.
Yeah, you sent me the water Sprite.
That's right. That was me.
Yeah, I put it in that tub, and then I don't know. I think the fish kind of tore it up.
They will eat it depending on the fish, and it likes a lot of light. It really is. It's a light hole.
It was river chubs and sunfish. I think they destroyed them.
Might have. I don't know what they eat. But yeah, I'll send you some of that too, because I've got a little bit of it.
Holy cow.
75 gallons full of it. They're not pretty plants, most of it. They're just floating in there and growing out the top. But look at that little cichlid up there wanting food. That's my little Cuban cichlid. I never had one. That thing's going to be mean as hell when it's going to get like 14 inches.
Oh, my.
I know, right? I had to have it. Never seen one.
Wonder what
Merdill's going to play the thing.
Oh.
I know what he's doing. He said it in the chat.
But he's going to play
earlier
for us.
You did, Myrtle. It's shared.
Thank you, Nola. Thank you so much.
What's he going to play? What's he playing, Pam?
Huh? He's going to
What's he playing?
I think he's going to play the song he sent you.
Yeah, I just wanted to make you say it again. He wrote me a song. Composed. Okay, Skipper.
Yeah, he got me. He sent me one too. It's pretty cool.
He did not.
Yeah, I swear to God.
He didn't. Oh, what a lie.
That night, right after the last auction, I was like, "You little shit! You didn't have to."
Oh, I believe it because he told me he was doing several, and I know he's done several.
He's really good.
Was it going to play or not?
I don't know.
He
I'd take a sound off and tell us.
He said that you or me could play it. I don't know. Oh, that's right. It's got.
Oh, wait. I got it right here, I think.
You do. Now he just needs to hit play.
I think that little certificate of ownership was awesome.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do right now.
I hope you don't mess it up.
He did. It's muted.
No, I mean, I hope you don't mess up the song.
Oh, here we go. I don't hear it yet, though.
You know what else? Well, no, I'll talk to you off of here, Skipper. Something else from Maria. If you want, I'll send you some. I don't know why I'm trying to be nice to him, but I don't know.
Because I'm your long lost son. That or Magoo could just send it to my email and I can do this real quick. Then I'll delete it.
All of my kids have hair.
Well, I said your long lost one.
I'm not going to have it much longer, that's for sure. Pam, are you sure we're 66?
Yeah, we are 66.
I've been telling people for months I'll be 68.
Okay, I'll watch for him to put it up again. He must have to do something else.
Checking my teeth. Skipper's like, ugh. Checking my teeth. Coffee stained. Coffee stained.
Okay, let's try this.
Just forget it. How about that?
That was so wonderful. I mean, that was really wonderful.
My heart never beats that fast, but still, I love it.
Yeah.
That was really great.
That was awesome. That was some playing, too, let me tell you.
Right, and Nola, Jane, thank you both very, very much. Very, very much. Those two sent me some money on PayPal to help me with my rent. Oh my God, that helped so much. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Murdo. Ding, 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 ding. I know, right? What's it called when it speeds up like that? The tempo or the... I have no idea. Bob, any red plants? No, not me. Gold nugget. Not except when I buy them and they die before they die right quick. That was the software. Oh, okay. So I could write a song and it would play it. Local
Just
concert.
don't sing, Bob. Oh, Stephen P. Hi, and I wanted to tell you, when you get your package, I got to tell you this because somebody accidentally or almost threw one away sometimes. You have like a buffalo print coming, and then
Surprise.
a note card with a card inside of it, like a little drawing card. And the the note card is taped onto the outside of the package, so with your address and stuff written on it. So don't throw it with the envelope taped onto the outside. Don't throw it away. Open it up because it's got something in it too. I forget who it was. One time somebody's like said that they had like had to dig it out of the garbage because they had like thrown that part of it away because they thought it was just part of the packaging.
Ginger.
I like to put the note cards sometimes on the outside of the package, and then inside the note card will be the little tiny drawings.
Right, Stephen? That's what I'm thinking. Ginger nods ropes, it looks like.
Geek Boy, yeah, I think it was Geek Boy that just almost threw the card away. So
Accelerando.
Maybe have been thrown away that way, and people just thought I never sent it to them or something. So I always try to mention it.
Well, what is it? Accelerando, Crescendo, or Allegro?
He said Ellis, the one he wrote.
I know, but other people are adding to that.
And nouns, designs.
Oh, louder.
Sent me money too. Oh my gosh! Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
No, I said louder.
This way I'd rather sell stuff so you get something for it, but I am just stuck. I am stuck because I was too sick.
Stephen, I'll have you know that I passed flutophone in 5th grade. You probably don't even know what a flutophone is. Not many people alive do anymore.
And anybody, there should be quite a few people that have gotten their stuff now, and anybody that's left, I got everything in a bag, one bag, and everything's ready to go. And I went to go to town today, and I haven't been feeling good. I got everything loaded in the truck.
Google it, Stephen.
Got my wallet and stuff, and got back out of the truck and started to get in the truck and had to run for the house. And that was as far as I got to my trip to town because I couldn't go. But hopefully I will be able to do it tomorrow.
Pam, do you know what a flutophone is?
No, what is it?
What the hell? You're older than me. It's a little thing like a flute, and they called it a flutophone. It's a little plastic thing. And we had to play it in music class. I think it was 5th grade. Because by 6th grade, we wasn't going to be having something like that. I played one before Bob. You took flutophone and recorder lesson? You did not. They don't have flutophones, I'm sure, anymore. Skipper, do you know what it is?
No.
So there was a blackout period between Pam and Skipper, and then Stephen took it back up.
I thought it was because it was something that you had at band camp or something. I didn't know.
I didn't make it to band camp that year. It is a stupid instrument. I don't know what a recorder is. Oh, see, I didn't even know when he said a recorder. I had trouble playing it. That's how musical I am. And I couldn't sing either. I'm not going to get into that again. 26 years ago. You're not even that old, Stephen.
I never played instruments, but there was one thing I wish I would have learned because there was a lady that lived down the road from us that did piano lessons.
Oh. There was a little lady in the nursing home when I was in high school. I worked there after school, and she was a tiny, tiny little thing, like smaller than Oddball Aquatics. Her name went out of my head as well as I know it. But anyway, she got her teeth pulled today. Anyway, her name was Mary Lou Lyles, and I bought her a goldfish and brought her a bowl, and because I'd been keeping fish for several years by high school, and took care of it and did her water changes. And she was a tiny little thing, but that's what she did. She was a piano teacher, and I learned to play a couple of simple tunes, but I didn't understand what I was playing.
Mm.
And I thought, I kept thinking, God, I bet she's never had a stupider student than me. She stuck with it though, and she'd be like, no, and she'd be really tough. She was tiny and frail. Mary Lou Lyles. Oh my God. Pam, talk about your stories. I just remembered that her and her sister Lily something, they really weren't like as senile as I am, but they really couldn't care for themselves anymore. I don't think there was assisted living back then, but they were going the way they finally got somebody to do like an evaluation or wellness check on her is they kept going to all these funerals to eat. It's kind of like the old movie Harold and Maude, but that's what they would do. They would look in the paper for funerals and they would go there and eat. Know how to play All My Life by Casey and JoJo on what? Oh, All My Life. Who's JoJo? KC's the Sunshine Band, right?
I don't know.
She was, and when I would come to see her, she'd just be like, she'd get so excited with her little hands. Neither one of them had family. Lily was a mean little heifer. Got the song, but I don't see the links. I'm having trouble. That's why I didn't get there till right on time. Pam and Skipper, I'm sending my aquarium co-op that thing to
Thank you, Ginger.
the guy that bid on it and got it, and the link won't open for him. But I sent the link right off of the coupon, and I said, let me know that you got this okay, and he said it doesn't open. And so I took a picture of it and sent it, and of course that was the link too, and they both opened for me and on my end. So I don't know. I hadn't heard back from him the second time.
Are you guys hang on because I've got my rent covered and I'm going to pay it right now.
Haley. Hey, Haley, that's who it is.
Oh, you got to do it online?
Yeah. I just transferred it over. So thank you, Ginger. Thank you, one of my kids who probably isn't watching, but she sent me some money. And thank you, Geek Boy, and thank you, Nola. Thank you, guys.
One of your kids is in the chat?
No, I actually sent them a message that I needed a little bit of. I was sick and wasn't able to get some art done to sell. And
Give her no singing, please.
No.
So anyway, guys, oh my God, you guys are the best. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much. I was like dying, didn't know what I was gonna do.
A gallon of Fireball. That's probably true. Thank you, Fireball.
This is very confusing.
Oh, that kid. I got you.
Which I hated to even tell my kids because I never tell them when something's wrong. But they always tell me, they always yell at me and say, you never tell us when you do anything. So I did this. This is the first time I've ever did it. And they helped pull me the rest of the way through.
That's good. Annette, I don't know that song.
But I always feel like, you're not supposed to help your kids, ask your kids for help because you're supposed to be helping them.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it kind of makes me feel guilty. This is the first time I've ever done it, but
If I had kids,
I've been sick
from
for
them.
like 2 weeks and haven't gotten shit done, and I was desperate.
You know it, Pam?
What?
If I had kids, that's the only reason I'd want them is to get money from them.
I send my kids money when they need help. Like,
Yeah.
I helped one of them last month that was just a little bit short, and they didn't have any money for groceries.
I think 14, 15, they ought to be out of there.
I don't like to ask my kids for help. That's just
No,
not good.
14 or 15 is plenty old enough for them to move out, get them an apartment, a bicycle or a motorcycle, and a job.
Yeah, how about that?
I had a job full time when I was 16, a car. I didn't move out.
I started working when I was in kindergarten, actually, and I always bought my own school clothes and everything. But then they changed I was probably about a sophomore in high school when they did the child labor law thing, so then kids couldn't work out in the fields anymore. But I always worked out in the fields every summer. And like I said, I bought anything I wanted over the summer, like we had the town parade and they'd have a fair and stuff, and I always had my own money for that. And then when school came, I'd buy my own school supplies and buy my own clothes.
I actually started working at the age of 11. My neighbor, she had what the heck was it? Oh, she had a garden, big old produce stand. I mean, she had 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 big gardens, and then she had fields for the potatoes and the sweet corn.
I hope this is not one of those coming of age stories.
No. I worked my ass off. It was all about work, making money, because I saw at that time
That's your work.
Dad wasn't getting paid what he was, so I figured if I wanted something, I'll just get my own job and get it my damn self.
How can there be two ruts? Oh. Sky Dancer. Did you have a good nap, Pam?
I didn't take a nap.
When I first came in.
Much better. You guys, all of you are just, you guys always, not just for me, but everybody always supports everybody so much here when they need help. And it's just, we have the best group of people on YouTube, period. I mean, we do, because I've messed around and gotten into other groups before, and people don't help each other like this. And people they fight. Like, you'll get a group of people up and they'll start fighting and calling each other names and talking about other people and stuff.
That's what I was trying to get going at the start.
Ever dip my little toe in on YouTube does that. But we have the greatest group of people anywhere. I mean, look how everybody jumped in to help with Skipper's auctions and stuff. And I mean, it's just everybody, when somebody needs help in our group, people help them. And it's so wonderful. We have the best group of people, except for Bob.
Oh man,
You can lick me, Pam. We used to say lick me when we were kids. Lick me. Pam, would you do my eulogy? I almost shed a tear. I didn't, but I almost shed a tear.
Did you watch Mike's Aquatics pop-up stream?
Yes. Yes.
Do you know what fish he had in there?
No, I was afraid to ask him. I should know, but
He didn't really say. I just let him say.
I guess a body could go back and watch the video about a 90-gallon. Yeah, it was Geek Boy. I felt so bad for him.
I did too, but you know what? That's just one of them things that happens.
Oh, I know. I had a 55 blowout on me right as I was getting this 180. Thank God. But
Big time. I know when my 40 reader broke. It broke my heart. I mean,
I remember.
I heard the crash and watched my fish like go clear across the room in this little tidal wave of water, and ended up losing almost all of them. And it sucked so bad, so bad.
He woke up to it, and that's really bad. I was sitting at my desk in the bedroom when that one. I mean, it just literally the bottom just broke out, just came out of it for no reason, just popped out.
Mm.
I'm like, what? No. Am I asleep?
That's crazy.
I hope he'll save that and use it for a bigger fish, a bigger
Reptile,
thing.
yeah.
Because even big ones like that leak, it could be fixed. He said that he wasn't comfortable fixing it. Hey, Bubby.
Makes you wonder, is that just like an imperfection in the glass over time it just gives?
Has to be the seal, I guess.
Well, Geek Boy was saying his 40-gallon cracked diagonal down the front.
Oh.
Oh wow.
I've seen ones where they've cracked diagonal on the bottom.
Right. What happened with mine is the shelf broke underneath of it, and one corner of it like dipped down, and as
Wow.
that corner dipped down, the whole back blew out.
Yeah, it stressed it.
Yeah, it like tweaked it and it was it.
This one did have a broken brace. It was a 55 that a friend had made braces to hold it together. He made me 2 of them, and I gave TM Aquatics the other one not too long ago, 2, 3, 4 months ago. He saw the video about it, and he had the same situation. I sent it to him, but he said, "Now I got to get the nerve to use it." I don't know if he ever did.
Did you say TM Aquatics?
Yeah, Tom. Yeah.
Oh boy, did you see his last video? Oh.
Yep. I sure did. He had those are the real, not the stuff we get at not like the ones I have in front of the tank here that are $9 a piece. Those are the real ones he has. The real deal.
It's been a while since I caught a fish room tour of what he had. Remember that picture I sent you about the catfish I wanted, or next corridor?
Yeah. Yeah, and then some other people added good pictures too of it.
Mm-hmm.
On some place you showed it.
Yeah, what happened with me is I got one of those like a husky shelf, those metal rack things, to put tanks that you can put tanks on. Well, when you get them, they come with masonite and not plywood. And I replaced the masonite on the upper shelf at 10 gallons on it. But on the lower shelf, the 40-gallon fit perfectly to where it wasn't really, the wood wasn't supporting it. The rails were, it sat right on the rails, so it was fine. But then after a couple years, the rails bowed out. And as soon as they bowed out, that put the tank weight on the shelf, on the masonite shelf. And the masonite shelf broke. And it just broke it broke, but it was just the one corner had come off of it, had bowed just enough to where the one corner wasn't on the rail anymore, and it dropped down. And then once it dropped down, it just like huge crack and then explosion, and all the water was gone instantly.
Well, you know what? They definitely are expensive, especially if you get them new. Excuse me. But the plexiglass won't do that. I mean, it's bonded together. There's
Yeah.
nothing there,
Well,
you know.
the
So
lesson with that with me is always, before you ever put any tank on them, no matter what, replace that masonite with a piece of plywood.
I had gotten a shelf. The one I got downstairs is from Sam's Club. It's like at Costco, and it didn't come with wood. It was just metal, like a rack looking thing, like
Yeah.
wire.
Yeah, I have one like that too.
I just went and bought OSB and put it over top.
Yeah. Well, I replaced the shelf on the top that I had 3 10-gallons on. I replaced it with plywood, and the plywood will hold up. But like I say, I didn't replace the bottom one because I looked at, and plywood's expensive, you know. And I
Really?
looked at it, and it wasn't the tank was sitting on the rail, so I thought, it's not gonna, you know,
good night, Patricia.
it's not gonna take any of the weight anyway, so I'm not gonna worry about it. And I paid the price because, like I say, after a couple of years, the metal rails actually bowed out just enough to where it wasn't sitting on the rail anymore on that one corner.
Hey, Big D.
Big D, hi.
Hello.
I've still got two of those cast iron, but I've got some of the others that you put together from
I still
Petco.
had some. I used to have about 10 20 longs and cast iron tanks or cast iron stands that would hold 2, you know, upper one and a lower one. And I wish I had all those back.
What Go Nugget?
Because
What's
20
Go Nugget
20
talking about?
longs and the 40 breeders are my 2 favorite sizes of tanks.
I don't know what Gold Nugget's talking about.
Oh, maybe it's
Oh, he said the
plexiglass.
120 is no longer made, and the 150 is also discontinued.
In what?
If I had the money to get like some or get, you know, like whatever tanks I wanted, I would want to try some of those low boys, like
Yeah.
30-gallon low boy,
Mm,
50-gallon low boy.
they make good
What?
fry tanks.
Yeah,
One of my 120s is or my only 120 that's set up is plexiglass. That's one of the saltwater. And I've got 250 plexiglass. I love those things.
I'd never heard of tanks made
But yeah.
that way
Made what way?
with plexiglass.
Oh, you hadn't?
Mm-mm.
People swear they scratch easy, but yeah, if you run a razor up and down them and rocks on the side, but glass scratches too, you know.
yeah. I'm old fashioned.
You just have to
But
use
then I look
common
back at like
sense.
when they first started making the tanks with the plastic rims, because I had all tanks with metal rims, and it took me a long time before I took a chance with one of those plastic rims because it just looked kind of suspect to me. And now, you know, the metal ones aren't even made anymore, and everybody says how bad they were. But I never got shocked from any of mine or ever.
No.
But I still remember when they came out with the plastic rimmed ones, and I was like, I don't know about that.
Yeah, acrylic is stronger than glass, and it also is a lot more efficient. It holds heat in and cold out. I mean, it's just a lot better product than glass, period. It's not going to break. It's not going to crack.
What, acrylic?
Yep. Here, I can show you a little bit of this one here if you want to see it. I know we're so busy right now. These Pacu have got to get out of that tank because they're breaking the lids up on it and everything. Y'all have already eaten, so. Where's this thing? Uh-oh. Damn it.
Big D thinks he gets his teeth tomorrow.
Oh, I don't know. That'll be nice. Did you see Haley on Big D? She got hers. Got her teeth pulled, 19 teeth, and She had teeth in.
Yeah, that was on your stream.
Yeah. Yeah, it is clear what Medill said. I can figure out. I'm having a senior moment. Hold on. Another one. Oh, there we go. You have to be on the right screen. Oh, Bob. Jesus. God. Now.
Oh, okay. I remember that tank.
Yeah. See, this is,
Hi, fish dreams.
it's not glued. They're made together. I mean, it was set on there, but they're bonded.
I'm going to make you big here. Hold on.
No, don't make me much
Don't
bigger.
get all excited. I didn't mean it like that, Bob.
This is not scratches and stuff. It's just algae or whatever. See, it's got algae on. It's salt water too. But see how thick that is, and
Hi, Patrick.
the bottom of it's the same way. See, there's no seals, no corner.
Yeah, it's glued or welded,
No.
whatever they call it.
They're made together. The acrylic bonds with the other acrylic. They meld them together somehow.
Yeah.
There's a process. Somebody in there will know.
I've
Yeah, it does
watched
have a
the-
front and back. This would technically be the front. See, it's got like rounded corners, but back here it does have
the square.
those. But the one thing I didn't realize it would be like, because I've never had one this big, it's a 120 or 125. I'm not sure. And I got the tall instead of the long. That's why I've got space 6 inches at the end. But it's got lots of places to put in heaters and hang on backs or whatever you want to do. And the algae's for them, of course. I do clean up the front a little bit. There's that, what you call it. I ain't done a video on it in forever.
Oh, that's
whatever
that
it is.
angel.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
call it looks like a leaf.
yeah. I can't remember.
Oh,
It's getting darker.
it is definitely because it was a lighter color when you first showed it.
Yeah.
But see, this well, you can't tell from all the algae. But see, there's no big scrapes and cuts or anything. And even this guy, there's a rock he's knocked down recently. He moves the rocks around and knocks them down, and this stuff doesn't break. And you can scratch it if you try hard, but it's no worse than glass.
Thank you, Daniel Velez. It's your batfish.
The batfish. Yeah. You know,
Batfish.
I have been
I'd
looking
have
at
never
them
thought
for
of it.
years, and if they kept the fins and the shape and stuff that they have when they're young, I would probably sell my soul to set up a tank and just have them in it, because they are so cool when they're young with the great
Yeah,
fins and
What-
everything.
but
Which
they're
one
not.
was it?
But they don't stay that way.
Yeah, they turn in. They're a.
I mean,
What
they're
you
still
call it?
pretty. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying they look so cool when they're young.
Yeah, well, they're not very pretty as an adult fish, though. That's for sure. I agree. And some people say they're ugly.
You
No,
talking about that
I don't think they're
batfish?
ugly. They just look kind of like a saltwater angelfish or saltwater discus or saltwater angelfish type of shape. So,
Yeah, these platies are weird. They always go to bed when they've been fed and they lay down right to the bottom. There's a bunch in there, but they're all looking back between the rocks.
Did you do a video on them new platies? Them ones you and Ed got?
I didn't do a video on them because I wanted to let Ed do it, and I've got he's all 7 or his are there. He was missing one, but then he messaged me one night and said, "I found the 7th," and I can't find my 3rd one. I got a trio, but I do have a male and female. There's the male. But now these guys are all about the light reflecting on that light spectrum. Unless he goes back there, he's not going to be that pretty. That's the male. I don't know where that female is. Here she comes. She likes to get over there and mix it up with those.
She has more
Whatever
color
those-
than he does.
Yeah,
Patrick
because
wants
she's back in the light.
Patrick wants you to show him your old style sunset platies. Pretty
not going.
please. Pretty please.
I've already turned the light out back there and fed those fish. So I'm not. That's where the rainbows are at, Patrick. So I'm not gonna. If you want me to do a video on them, I will. But
Sure.
I've already.
You
Huh?
should. At least a short.
Yeah, they're in the rainbow room in the light where the rainbows are. I call it the rainbow room as a joke, but they those rainbows be jumping out if you turn the lights on too quick. Ask Stephen P. I have, and those are plexiglass tanks too. I forgot I had those. Those came from the,
I
what
mean,
did he say? Screw you.
no, I was looking at Matt.
Oh,
Matt said
well,
we
if you get a
can't
full
believe he
belly, do you
he
not
fell
feel like
asleep
a nap?
during Dan's show. He's not near as boring as Stephen P.
Wow.
I miss the Dan's fish burner.
Oh, Joseph asked what was
Actually,
given away. It was 7 uh, gold roseline barbs that were blind. Oh, that I ain't gonna go there. I was mad.
Well, he said all of those turned blind to some degree. He said he wasn't going to say any of them could see or how much they could see, but he was assuming that they were all blind. They're not too blind if they're eating.
Well, a blind fish, they still have other senses where they find the food.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, they
But
can
It's a
smell it.
genetic thing
They
with
can,
them, he
they
said.
can smell it and they can feel the vibration in the water too.
Right. That's the way I am. I can feel a hot hamburger floating when I'm at the lake. If one floats by, you better believe it.
Yeah, you can develop your senses really good. I remember at when my kids were little and I'd go to make their Easter basket and everybody'd be sound asleep, and as soon as that first package of candy opens up, it's like, what are you doing, Mom? You can like have 5 doors shut in between you and kids, and they're gonna hear that candy open.
Oh God, Dennis, Big D, that would be a dream come true to find a big used acrylic like that.
Man, that stinking pet Exotics. I gotta get a hold of Diego. He never sent me his mailing address so I can mail him that photo. Patrick
Who?
just reminded me from the auction.
Whose address do you need?
Diego's pet
I
Exotics.
may have that in an email. He was wanting me to get Ed and James to come and meet up in South Carolina
Geek
sometime
Boy
Well,
should have
he
got.
would
recently.
have it. It would. It. Did you look on his website? It might be on his website.
He moved not too long ago. I mean, a few months.
Geek Boy should have got his today or tomorrow.
Oh, something from him?
No, he won the auction. The Geek Boy won the Canadian Goose, and Diego won the bear.
Oh, okay.
And
What's
Matt
wrong
said
with
it's
Mr.
not.
Bob? He have a zoo, but he have a saltwater batfish. Yeah, it does get big, Patrick. I need to start saving now for a larger acrylic.
Well, you're gonna need something to put your haikus in too.
I need something now for them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's big enough that
What
they
about?
don't know
Do
it.
you have any place you can put just like a big tub?
Yeah, if I take my little table out that's in the little breakfast area there off at the back door at the garage, because I
That's
don't have
probably
to
what
do
I
any.
do is get a big tub.
And I even might even not have to take the table out. I might could have it over it. But the thing about that is those fish are all up in your business. I mean, they're pets, you know. I hate to put them down in like a tub like that, but I may not have any
Oh, I
choice.
didn't know that. Geek Boy says Diego moved to Colorado, and he'll send
Yeah,
you a new address.
yeah, he did move. I know that. Had warrants out and stuff.
Yeah.
Bob would gladly pay you. Most people don't even know what you're talking about. Why are we always yelling? Hamburger today. Pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. How many people know what that's from? Pam tried to act like she's too young. She don't know.
I'm too young. I don't know.
Be damn.
Oh, Matt says he moved to Iowa.
That sounds right.
Yeah, because wasn't, I don't know. Yeah, I caught that, Myrtle.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Because I have his address. Stinker.
Yep, it is from Dragoner got it. And it was Wimpy. I forget what Wimpy was. Was he Olive Oil's daddy or uncle, or was he real, or did we even know? Wimpy would gladly say that in a stupid voice. I'll gladly pay you for a hamburger on Tuesday for
Yeah,
today or
I
something.
remember that now.
Yeah, those old Popeye cartoons.
I think Wimpy was just a friend of Popeye's.
Maybe.
I remember those. That one of my, we didn't have all these, like, when my kids were growing up, there was so many different cartoons. But
Right.
I was growing up, it was, Popeye and the Roadrunner and stuff like that.
Oh,
I thought
Roadrunner and a Coyote. That
Roadrunner
was
was
the
one of my
best one.
favorites. And there was Mr.
Yeah.
Magoo. Do you remember Mr. Magoo?
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
And the bears, or the Yogi Bear, and Boo
Yep.
Boo.
Boo
Hey,
boo.
boo-boo, stay away from my
Boo-boo.
picnic basket.
We even watched.
Deputy Dog. Do you remember Deputy Dog?
Yeah. What was the moose? Boris and Natasha.
Oh yeah, I didn't like them for some reason. They just kind of irritated me.
Yeah, but if it was the only thing on,
I thought you were going to say Rocky and Bullwinkle.
that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
They
Why
were
they had
always,
Russians
Now
on there, I
you,
don't
you
know.
quote those things now, and everybody looks at you like you're nuts.
yeah.
They were even conditioning us then, little kids about the Russians.
Yeah. Remember we used to like have these drills, like if there was a nuclear bomb coming and you get underneath your desk. Well, of course, the adults knew that getting underneath your desk wasn't going to save you from a nuclear attack. But the reason that they did that, I found out years and years later, the reason that they did that was so that they could identify the bodies easier. Did you know that?
Wait, they did what now? I was reading the
They didn't
chat.
have you get underneath your desk, like they
Yeah.
do these drills for a nuclear attack, and you'd get underneath your desk. Well, that's not going to save you in a nuclear attack, but it would make it easier for them to identify bodies.
Like you would be under that desk when the blast hit and knocked the windows in the building out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too, Patrick.
Yep, that's all I used to have, Patrick, until I was like in my 20s, and then they came out with the ones with plastic, and I was like, plastic, I don't know.
Matt said he got his shrimp from Steph today. Which ones were those? That was the
I think that was outside the auction.
no, he got the blue velvets from her.
I'm teasing.
Yeah, Pinky and the Brain was when my kids were little, so it was probably like in the 80s. I used to watch some of the cartoons with my kids, and I remember there was you guys are gonna laugh at this. Some of you will, some of you might not, but there was a new cartoon coming out, so I got all my kids together. We're gonna watch this new cartoon when it comes out, and it was South Park.
Oh,
We were sitting there, and one of the first lines I heard was, "I saw your mother on the cover of Crack Whore magazine," and I'm like, this might not be for kids.
you bastard! You killed Kenny.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat my
Oh
cheese.
yeah, Pink Panther. Yeah, Pink Panther.
Dun-dun, dun-dun. I remember that. Oh,
And
you know,
I absolutely loved and still do when the Muppets came out. That that was a great one. Although it wasn't cartoons, but it was still really good.
That
my
was Sesame, wasn't it?
Jim Henson.
Yep.
Uh, my favorite characters on the Muppet Show was the two old guys up in the.
Oh yeah, yeah, me too. I love them, and I love the Swedish Chef.
Yeah, he was funny.
Oh, Magilla Gorilla. Remember that?
I don't remember that.
Magilla. It had a real catchy jingle. It was like Magilla Gorilla for sale.
Oh, the
Sometimes I tease Yazzie and
I
call him
remember
Rilla. That's his middle name, and I call him Rilla Magilla after that cartoon.
Pew is good, and I like the one of the quotes that I say sometimes, and people look at me like I'm strange. It's from Bugs Bunny. With
oh,
Yeah,
he says, "I'm
Jetsons.
gonna hug him and kiss him, and or hug him and squeeze him and call him George."
yeah. I remember
Flintstones.
Fraggle Rock. That was also Jim Henson.
Yep.
Pepe Le Pew.
And what was that rooster? Remember the rooster?
Oh,
Longhorn. Foghorn.
Foghorn Leghorn. Yep.
Longhorn. That was one of my stage names, but we won't go into that.
that was where he was taking care of the baby chicken hawk.
I say boy. I say boy.
Cartoons nowadays ain't got nothing on what we had.
Oh no! One of my favorite cartoons was the Roadrunner cartoon. I love that cartoon.
When
Yeah.
the Acme anvil would fall, or anything Acme was taking him out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Tweety and Sylvester.
Yeah. You have Elmer Fudd. You
Oh
have
yeah. What was the cat? Tom and Jerry.
oh yeah. Don't forget about old Yosemite Sam.
Yep. And Speedy Gonzales.
Oh,
Daniel said you're old, Pam.
Yep, I know.
underlay, Liba.
Oh, that little mouse. Who was that?
That was
Underlay.
that was Speedy. Well, you had Speedy Gonzales, and then they made a Mighty Mouse.
Yeah.
And then there was the chipmunks.
Yeah, Chip
Woody
and Dale.
Woodpecker. Yep.
No, not Chip and Dale. The chipmunks that used to sing and stuff.
Oh, Alvin, Simon, and Theodore.
Yeah.
Man, everybody's coming up with good old.
Woody Woodpecker. Oh my God, I remember Woody Woodpecker.
You gotta watch the new movie. It's funny. They did a movie of it. It's
Did they?
great. Yeah.
Garfield was a lot newer. We're talking really old cartoons, like for old people. Oh yeah, Leave It to Beaver was one of my favorite shows when I was a kid.
Chip and Dale aren't those strippers? Snap.
If somebody said Chip and Dale, the
Curious George.
that was Disney. Chip and Dale was Disney.
Yeah.
Huckleberry Hound. Yep.
Oh, I like Huckleberry Hound.
Yeah, I really liked. They didn't make that many of them, but I liked the deputy dog too.
Yeah. He had
Oh my darling. Oh my darling.
the dog that did the Kung Fu, Hong Kong Fooey. He was another one.
What was the Tasmanian Devil on Bugs Bunny?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Martian.
Mm-hmm.
Martian was on Bugs Bunny too. And Huey,
Daffy.
Dewey, and Louie.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie. That was DuckTales.
No, No, it wasn't DuckTales. It was just Donald Duck and his nephew.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
That's
but
right.
but they brought him out bigger, and yeah, Huey, Dewey, and Louie Duff, Daffy Duck.
Donald Duck and his nephews. How do you know all these old ones, Merdule?
He's
Let's try
googling
to.
it.
Let's see if we can find something Merdule don't know something about.
Uncle Scrooge. Yep.
The original Scooby Doo cartoons were the best.
What about? That's what I was going to say. Looney Tunes.
But they never told you that Scooby was stoned all the time.
If you didn't pick up on that, between him and Shaggy always eating that damn food.
Yeah.
Well, somebody said Scooby was really a cow. Marmaduke was a dog and
Yeah.
Scooby was a cow.
Scooby Doo was
He's a great
actually a Great Dane.
Yeah.
That's what I thought, but somebody on something recently said you're wrong. It was a
No,
cow.
he was a great Dane.
Are you talking about
Okay.
COW cow?
Yeah, cow.
That person was on acid.
Well, I looked at the picture and I thought, well, that's the skinniest cow I've ever seen.
Yeah, that person was full of it. Yeah, Shaggy was staring, and he was shotgunning it to his dog, is what he was doing.
Oh my God.
Pluto's
Oh,
he is a
Merdule has it on tapes.
What did he do? Go to an antique store?
Kermit the
cow. Oh my
Frog.
God! Somebody gave me like a stack of like tapes,
Porno.
old Disney tapes,
Porno.
like old black and white ones. And somebody gave me a stack of those for the kids one time, and those were really some racist shit. I mean, there was some really bad ones. When
Goofy
Mickey
is a cow.
Mouse came out.
See there, somebody else said Goofy's a cow. Goofy's also a dog. Okay,
No, Goofy's a dog.
okay. How come there wasn't any fish cartoons?
Yes, there really wasn't, was there? They got him now.
Yeah. The only thing was that Star Kiss Charlie commercial. It was never good enough to be chopped up on the Great Dane. Well, I thought he was too. That
I was
somebody
saying
in this.
Scooby was a Great Dane, not Goofy. But
What's
Goofy,
Bubble Guppies?
oh, forgot about that. Yeah, it's a kid's it's a kid cartoon, like preschool type.
Well, it wasn't in the last. It
It
must
came
have
out
been in.
early 2000s.
Oh hell, I was 50 years old then. I didn't watch cartoons.
You
Not
had
quite 50, but
a Snoochie Boots saying Jessica Rabbit from Roger Rabbit.
yeah. Oh
Oh shit! I need to go to bed. Realize what time it was.
I got to go to the Ark again tomorrow because I put myself on 2 days.
Don't feel
Showing
bad,
you.
people. My sister, her name was Tampa, and you can probably
Have a Tampa.
guess where she got called all the way through school. So don't
Have a
feel
Tampa
bad about
Tampa Nugget.
calling Charlie the tuna.
Tampa Nugget.
Oh, Reading Rainbow. Oh,
I didn't like that so much.
I didn't either when I was a
I had
kid.
to learn stuff. No.
Wasn't entertaining. Yeah, I was on PBS with Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood and Sesame Street and Wasn't the Jetsons the same person that that wrote the Flintstones wrote that too? I think.
Do I want a 96 by 48 by 24 brand new acrylic? Well, yeah, if you've got one handy. Drop it off. Drive up.
I vaguely remember Droopy Dog, but I don't remember Kimba the White Line, Underdog, or Heckle and Jekyll.
I remember Underdog out of those.
Oh, Heckle and Jekyll were those crows.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Oh yeah, I remember them.
Yeah, I remember them now.
No, I need a. How many gallons was that? How many gallons is that Gold Nugget Pleco Tetra? 96.
$4,000. Moscow, PA. Never heard of it.
$4,000. Oh, that's probably a decent price, depending on how many gallons it is. This one back here was 1,200 something. Sure was. But it'll be the only one I'll ever have to buy. It won't break. It won't leak. And I can lift it. That's a real nice advantage. They're so light.
Yeah,
I put it up on there myself.
75-gallon glass tank. It took like me and my daughter on one side and whatever man I could find to help us lift it on the other side to move that thing at all. Yippee.
It took four, strong, not skinny people. It took four. One of my friends that I still get my salt from him, that used to own a fish store. He had three guys, and I've seen them in the shop. I just didn't know them. Anyway, he got them to come, and the four of them put that 180 on that, and they were huffing and puffing.
Well, like I said, the 75 was really too. I'd never get one again because I couldn't handle it, not a glass one.
That's the limit of what I can lift right now, but I can't really lift it. The one over there that's from Genders, I dragged it in and put it on the end, being careful that there wasn't gravel or anything on the floor that would shatter it, and then pushed it up on there, dragged and pushed. 125 still in the garage. I saw Nola said that she had kept her tanks in the garage and then reused them, but people say, oh, I thought I was showing y'all that. People, there you
go, Bob.
Yeah. What is that? Can't see that. Oh, okay.
That's a tank.
Brand new, never used, with recessed lids. Oh, that's sweet. No, I don't like no sumps. It's got the overflows. Okay. That's nice. But it doesn't say how many gallons. If I could push buttons, I'd go on that tank conversion thing.
Yeah, I'm going to do that right now.
96 by 48
Somebody
by
did.
24.
Oh, for gallons.
It's 48 inches front to back.
Did somebody do it already?
Joe Stan's saying it's 478 U.S. gallons.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, drop it off over here. Just don't scratch it. I could lift that too. Anyway, somebody was saying, I've heard people say that you can't leave tanks out in the winter or the extreme heat in the garage or they'll leak. And Nola just said that she stored hers in the garage. Tim, you can take my Codfather thing down.
Why?
Because I was enjoying looking at Skipper.
Oh, okay. I don't want to deprive you of the Skipper.
No, I can't see the chat from here.
No, he's not even up right now, so.
Yeah, I'm going back to the chat. All right.
I actually
Yeah,
need to get to
480.
bed.
That's 300 more than those things are in now.
Mm. Oh wow.
They're in a 180. That's a big tank, but it's
The
acrylic.
I guess.
tanks are 50% off at Petco right now. I just saw that today.
Um, that may be where this came from here. What the hell are y'all looking at? The tank. That may be where that one came. It's either Petco or PetSmart because I priced them all online.
Did you like order it through them?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Petco delivers big things like that. All you have to do is order it and pay the shipping. They rolled it up right up to the porch out here and took it off. It was crated, but I had to open it. I had to be here and I had to open it to be sure there was no damage. And I'm like, well,
Yeah.
unless you ran a forklift through it, there's no damage. But I had to open it and pull it out, so I just dragged it on in here. Getting the crate drug out to the road was the hard part.
yeah, I bet it was.
Just go on and order it, and they do credit card or whatever. But I did.
Can I get a 480 here? Never really looked.
And you get a 480 there, Skipper. You can get that one. 2,000's better than 4,000. Yeah, if there's one that size. I really need like 500 gallons for these fish or close to it.
You're just gonna have to dig a big old pond in your backyard and put a heater in it.
Yeah.
There is a pond back there, one of those plastic. It's held water all these years. It used to have goldfish in it like a moron. I took them out of there and brought them inside, and they didn't do well. But yeah, there's one out there in the ground, but I don't want to. I don't want them out there. I want them in here. Yeah, they do, Merdul. Just Google and Petco will come up. They used to keep them that big in the stores, but it's been a while. It's been a minute.
No, yeah, I haven't seen them that big.
No, it's been. Oh, Yossi, I poked Yossi in the eye.
They got 75s is the biggest I've seen. Now, PetSmart, though, that's a different story.
Yeah, they have some big ones in the store, bigger, like 125 for sure.
Matter of fact, they had a 75-gallon ensemble with the tank and the stand was originally $4.98. It was like they did a half off on it.
Yeah. Well, see this stand, my friend that on the pet shop, he built it for me, and it's 4x4s. It's got a cabinet underneath the other side. The cats keep it scratched up, but it's not going to go anywhere. That 180 on it, and that's heavy. Like I said, those guys were hustling to get it up on there. Just imagine with that water still level as it was, the floor hadn't shifted a bit. It's been like 3 years maybe. But yeah, he built that for me, and he was only going to charge me like 100 plus the cost of stuff, but I made him, take more. And he brought it here and brought it in for me. It's a heavy stand. Anyway.
Well, I will talk
No.
later.
No, that ain't going to happen.
If he could,
I'm going to bed.
with his cat house, he could dig a big pond where it's sitting.
Pam, I don't want them out there, and I don't want them in Ohio. Good night. I don't want my pets outside like that. Yossi could go out there. You said, oh, hell no. In
All right,
Atlanta
I'll see you guys later.
See you, Skipper. Get some rest.
Bye.
Bob just destroyed the deck he has. Yeah, that's a good idea. There's a slab under it, though. Like a decent-sized porch. I wish they had never put that deck over it, but it was Skipper's a quitter. I know that's right. And then there were two. Cat Mackenzie. Have you been here the whole time? I haven't seen Cat McKenzie in the stand stream. What is that? Agri Supply Round Polyester Tank. Well, the thing is, Sandy, okay, when Pam ends her stream, I'll get it out of the chat. I can't do it while it's live, I don't think. It's weird how a phone won't, you can't do that with links. Oh, hell, Skipper wasn't gone. Oh, yeah, he was.
We are going to have temperatures in the 50s for, I think,
Yeah.
It was today. It was 57 today.
We're going to have them in the 80s again tomorrow.
It's going to stay in the 50s for, I think, until Saturday. I mean, it goes 50s, 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 teens and snow. I think
Yeah, it's
Saturday we're getting teens and snow again.
Yeah, and it's coming on this way Monday night. That's my kennel night at the art house since we closed Monday. But I've got to remember, I've already put a note on the heat and AC thing. I've got to turn it back to heat. I put it on AC today. It was hot in there, and I'm like, how are y'all breathing in here?
Yeah, in the 80s.
Yeah. And it's cooling down to 50 at night, but it'll stay warm in there, you know, and they've got beds. They're fine. Yeah. The only thing about those stock tanks is they leak. I read the reviews on them, and where people lose the plug and they can't get replacements. And
I got a for my turtles. I got 100-gallon Rubbermaid cup.
Yeah, I've got one of those out of the day.
It's pretty durable, and it doesn't.
Yeah.
The plugs you have to like, if you want the plug down on the bottom, I think you have to drill it out.
Yeah, Sandy, if they have
a couple, I think there's one up by the top, but even that one, if you want to use it, you have to drill it out. It's not just there.
Yeah, I think mine's 100 on the deck out there that I didn't put anything but scuds in this summer and winter. But that's a lot smaller than what they're in. Plus, it's putting them down in the tub. The thing about those stock tanks, Sandy and Merdula, is they leak. The metal ones are real bad to leak, and it's okay if they're outside. But
the Rubbermaid ones, I don't think leak. Or mine's one of the like really thick, heavy ones. You know, like stiff.
Yeah. Just Teflon the hell out of the plug and no chance of leaking. That might work. 60-gallon stock tank in my basement, no leaks. Is it rubber or is it metal? I've seen that tank in videos, but I can't remember now. And I didn't know you had a basement down there. Now we know. There's another piece of the puzzle.
I used to have a 6-foot round stock tank, metal one when the kids were little, and we used it for a swimming pool for the kids.
380. Where'd you get that 380, Joseph? That's twice as big, or more than twice as big as what they're in. They get excited and they hit the glass, and they'll hit it right. I mean, it's real thick, but still, it's glass.
Hi, Scotty.
They hit those lids all the time. You Teflon the crap out of the plug. I just wish they didn't even come with a plug. Yeah, I could put it in there in the kitchen, or there by the back door where those other tanks are in there. Move that table. It's just a place that collects junk anyway, and I have to clean it off every couple of weeks. I've never sat there.
A black Rubbermaid tub. The white would show up really bright in them. You'd be able to see them good too.
Yeah, Joseph, I looked at those and I almost got one. They had a sale. Maybe it was during the holidays, and they had the one I wanted there. I didn't even have to have it delivered or anything. But I backed off when I read those reviews about the plugs. I wish I'd talked to y'all before then. 300. Yeah. That's just 120 bigger than what they're in. I'd rather go ahead and go bigger. So I don't want to have all these big old tubs sitting around here. You know, Lori and Joe have a really nice setup for their big fish. But those pools are not hard rubber. You know, they could be cut. And I've got cats with like Freddy Krueger cats here, so. So that limits me. Hell, Rose tries to take these wooden stands down. Hey, Milo, what you need? I'm still in here. Go big or go home. Yeah, that's what they need is big. And it needs to be fairly deep so they don't jump. I'll put some kind of netting around it or something. Get that sorted out. Nothing else I can put chicken wire around it.
I think regular, I think that's about 100 gallons.
How many gallons is it? 4 times 3 times 3 rubber black tubs. They have those too. I can't remember how much they are. Gallons. Yeah, almost.
About the size of the one that I have my turtles in. And it's
They also have those circular aluminum or steel tubs. And I almost got one of those. I think it was 350 gallons. And I think it was 500 or 550, and that was one of the ones that was on sale. Fruit tree netting. Oh, okay. Yeah, I never thought of that. I was thinking about putting it around it, but it'd be better just to put it over it. Keep cats out too.
Yeah.
My cloning crayfish. GRB. Mine are in a 20 gallon in the kitchen, and boy, are they cloning, I'll tell you. Bob is a size queen. What the hell does that mean? Oh, I know what it means. No, but I need big enough tub if I'm going to get something.
I only have a few tanks set up right now, Patrick. I've got like a bunch of empty ones. But when I can, I'm gonna set up a shelf in my spare room and put most of them in there. I've got like 26 tanks or something like that, but they aren't all set up right now.
Nobody in my family has a clue that I have this many tanks. All I had to do was say snake 3 years ago, and my sister won't come in. And now she knows I have 5. I show her videos and pictures of them. She likes to look at those, but she don't want to be anywhere near it. She parks out by the road. And I take her to the doctor.
Well, looks can be deceiving, cat. I need to see if I can get you back on the King Frostmare cat, because the people that you had trouble with, the mods, are no longer there.
Who, cat?
Yeah. Kind of had some drama for a little while, and they went bye-bye.
That's where I saw cat.
Yeah,
I remember now.
King Frostmare all the time.
Yeah. I haven't been over there in a while.
We're on a power trip, Bander.
I remember that
I need
a couple of months ago.
I need to get a hold of him and see if he can unban her.
You know, I haven't even looked to see how these. I got some of the old timey, the red eye tetras. There's 2 of them. I think I got all he had. There's 5. Now that fish colored up. Oh well, I don't want to fool with it. The one that's the male, it colored back up. They're weird, platies.
I will remember to check on that cat and see if we can get that done. Because they banned a lot of people that shouldn't have been banned. We kind of had some mods for a little while that were the head mods. And they kind of were like a little group of, like a high school clique of bullies. And they banned a lot of people, but they aren't there anymore. Yep, I'm gonna, Lady Darkmare is, she's got some health issues right now, but I think there's a couple, of the other mods in there where I can send, King Crossmare an email and see if he'll go down his list and unban you. Might take a little bit, but I'll let you know. I'll let you know when I get back.
Drop a little neutral regulator in this tank. Got 3 handfuls. A smidge. I watch those sleeping platies. Can always tell when the pH is getting down in this tank. Always tell. Make me dose y'all again. Here they come. Pam, what's your next drawing?
Well, I gotta finish that owl. I'm hoping I get it done by Saturday. I got that little owl that I'm doing, and then I've got a couple small drawings that are commissioned to do.
Oh, don't forget, Dee Dee wants to come up and paint
work
that.
on that stuff. Yes, I will send her a link.
You got her thing?
I've got her on Facebook. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to show you guys this because you won't believe this. Those of you who have not seen him before, I'm going to show you a picture of my son that he just posted. My son Tucker.
What's Tucker up to?
He just got a new pair of glasses.
Uh-oh.
Because he broke his other pair.
Well, you got to take me down first.
You'll go down when I put him up.
Uh-oh.
Okay, guys, that, believe it or not, that is my son. Tucker.
Yeah. Yep. I'm friends with him on Facebook, you know.
Yeah, I know. For those of you who have never seen my son before, that's what my oldest son looks like.
I wish you'd have him on again. That was really cool when he came on that time.
Yeah, I'll have to see if I can talk him into coming up again. It was a lot of fun.
I can talk him into it. I won't though. Oh yeah, there's all of my red eyes. 5 of them. Yep. You remember in my stream when Jess asked about the coral? And I said, yeah, it lowers pH, and I knew better. I don't know why I said it lower. She said it raises it, and I said no, it lowers it. Crazy. And I know better. I've
Oh
got a
yeah,
saltwater tank.
tassel story. I almost forgot. I want to hear the tassel.
The what?
The tassel story.
Oh God, that's for adults only.
It's late. You said when it's late.
There's
It's
children
late.
in here, adults in here.
No, it's getting late. You gotta tell it now. It's getting late. You said you'd tell it when it got late.
It's nasty.
That's the best kind.
Oh, I don't think so. It's almost as bad as that dildo. It's probably just funny to me.
No, tell it.
Oh, well, you know that I've featured a couple of stories about my deceased cousin, Butch,
Yeah.
who's gay. He died 10, 12 years ago now. Died in his bed, and they found him later. But anyway, he was a hoot. I mean, just a hoot. And we all loved him as kids. So he's like 12 years older than me. But anyway, we loved to hang out with him, and we begged. And our parents knew. I mean, everybody knew he was gay, but he was very reliable. You know, it had nothing to do with how dependable and all that. But he was our cousin. He was my youngest sister's cousin. I mean, blood. But anyway, he. Where was it we went? We went to some friend of his, and his friend's nephew came. And of course, Butch was always on the lookout for a possible quote unquote date. And this guy was attractive to him, apparently. I heard about it for forever. But anyway, he was showing his uncle. That's what it was. It was Butch's friend. He was showing his uncle, who was gay also. This was in Florida. Pictures of like a breast magazine, you know, buxomly women, well-endowed women. And there were some kind of tassels that weren't like the kind she had. But that crazy thing went outside. It was dark, Butch. And of course, there were no drugs or alcohol involved, never in any of this. Tell it or no song, Bob. All right, I'm telling it, Myrtle. Anyway, he went outside and had put some kind of tassels, I guess. I know what they were. They were things you tied your drapes back with, that kind of tassel-y thing.
Yeah.
And he went outside out the window, and we didn't notice him at first, but he put those on. I guess he glued them. I have no idea. It's been too long, over 20 years and 30 years. But anyway, he put those on, and he got them going. He was a lot bigger than me, but so he had something to move, and he got them going. And he started singing. We didn't notice him. Nobody noticed him. And then the windows were open. It was Florida, you know, a nice, you know, cool, you know, whatever winter night. But he starts singing a tisket, a tasket, a biscuit, a whatever, that song.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All of us about peed our pants. So that's my tassel story. But you would have to have seen Butch to see how funny it was. Yep. It's a big Irish guy with a red face and kept his hair dyed a certain Marilyn Monroe blonde. That's what he called it. Yeah, Marilyn Monroe blonde. And he could do her voice. I mean, but anyway, he went outside to get that guy to quit looking at the whatever he was showing. And Bruce was the guy's uncle. That was Butch's friend, Bruce, of course. He sure did. He went outside and got those two tassel things, but they were things that you put on your drapes, like tiebacks or something like that. I don't remember. I don't know much about decorating. And he got them going opposite directions. And I think that probably takes some talent. I don't know. Nola said, okay, exactly. But we couldn't breathe, Nola. We could not breathe. And I didn't mention that he's a real hirsute man. He's hairy, like a gorilla, or he was. Oh, you'd had to see it. I'll try to find some pictures of him somewhere, like when he lived in Florida. When he came there.
Except my dad was really hairy.
Yeah,
The few times I saw him in a swimsuit, us kids would be laughing our asses off because it literally
yeah.
looked like a
That's
gorilla with a swimsuit
yeah.
on. You know?
That's the way Butch was. And if he would call me like skinny legs, I do have skinny legs even back when I worked out. But I would call him bristleback. You know, we were cousins, so you know how that goes. I'd
Yeah.
call him bristleback. God, he had bristles like a boar on his back. I remember some of that stuff now.
I still remember my dad would every night, well, not every night, 'cause sometimes he'd gone for 2 or 3 days, but he'd go in the
Sandy.
bathroom to shave before he headed for work. And he'd step out of the bathroom and with a 5 o'clock shadow. I mean, right after he shaved, he had a 5 o'clock shadow.
Oh, yeah. I've never had that problem.
I remember my uncle telling me that he was sent home from school when he was 12 years old with a note saying that he couldn't come back to school till he shaved
Wow.
when he was 12.
Wow. I bet the girls were crazy because they mature earlier than that at 12. I bet they were. Matt, his breast is his man boobs. Yep. Singing a tisket a tasket, and it would have been beer and maybe a little Marihucci. I'm trying to think what the party was about. It was just the four of us there. No, the guy's mother was still alive then. Bruce's mother, she was still alive. She was really, you know how the old people are, they don't know what's going on. Moves, that's it. Moves. I tried to get Butch to let me take a picture of him at the beach. I think I told this already. He came out of he was a great swimmer, and he would get out and swim in the waves and stuff, and I'm like, the sharks are laughing their asses off. But he'd come out, and of course, it was like a wet t-shirt, contest, going to one of those without having to pay. And I had a camera then, a digital camera, and I was going to take a picture, and he got his dry clothes and held them up over his head. I think I've got a picture over his face and was saying, sick, sick, sick. And some people came over and said, y'all got a problem? God. Oh, well. I have no problem with Harry. Lady, it's sexy. I guess it's the French in me. With hairy women? There
Yeah.
you go, Pam.
I'm not that hairy.
Let that mustache, that beard grow out. There you go. Swinging party. God, you would never believe I've been involved in some of these things, would you? Such a shy, retiring type. Marilyn Monroe blonde. Jesus. One thing that I messed up is I never got a. I may have a video of him talking somewhere, but I don't know. I have to look. Yes, legs, back, and under the arms. Okay. And don't shave your pits either, Pam. European women, I think, or at least they used to not shave their
Yeah. When I
axillaries.
worked at the store that was downtown Portland, there was a lot of Russian women came in, and they never shaved, and the men never used deodorant. And it's a cultural thing,
Hold on a minute. Hold on. No, I just wanted to see if I had a message from Maria Z. I don't. Good night, Daniel. Bad Bob, you know it not. Well, it is winter time. Patrick, are you leaving too? Steven's headed to bed. Oh my God, Steven heard that story. See, Pam? Probably in Jenna's name, but she's
Oh, okay.
asleep.
Yep. I just got it. I just got it, Stephen. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Remember, don't throw away the card on the outside of your package. And that stands for everybody because that's been an ongoing thing. Because, like I say, if I got like a bigger package to send and then I've got like one of the small drawings, I'll put the drawing in a note card and write the address on the envelope on the note card and then tape it to the bigger package for the address on it. But don't throw it away. Don't throw away the whole package. Open up the card.
Yeah, me too, Patrick. If I get to sleep by 4 or 5, I'm good because I'm not getting up till 10 or 10:30 tomorrow. And that's only to go to the Ark.
Yeah, when I'm
Okay.
done with the stream tonight, I'm gonna go to bed probably too.
Oh my God, oh, what you're 2 hours behind me, Pam.
Yeah.
I'll be seeing you on all the porn
I haven't
sites.
been feeling very good.
Right.
Night, Stephen.
How are you doing on your rent money, Pam?
I got it, and I got it paid.
Oh, awesome. Good. I missed it.
And
I'll
it
be
looks like I snuck it in before they tacked on an extra $50 for me to money.
good. Bob's. Oh, we're talking about Bob's package again, are we? Well, it's
So
a
now
recurring segment.
the next thing, which I've got a week on one and 2 weeks on the other, is the gas and electric bill. But they're never that big because my house is very big.
Patrick, you're in Central then. Eastern, see, we have it rough. We get everything early, but then we have to pay for it. Oh my God, when does the time change?
It already did, didn't it?
No.
No?
Pam, you have been away.
Oh, yeah. I think it's the end of March.
I was thinking it was the 1st of March. Maybe wishful thinking.
I think it's coming up in March. Let me check.
And when is Easter?
It's in March, though, I think.
What about Easter? When is that?
That's in April.
Okay, because that's always a big family thing for us. Merdule said it's the 13th, so we're both right. It's in the middle.
Yep, March 13th at 2 a.m.
Oh, and we're in March. See, I was thinking February still. It's the stroke, guys. Don't make fun of an old man that's got a damaged brain. Please.
Today's March 2nd or March 3rd where you are. So
Oh,
it's coming.
Texas.
10 more days.
Oh. Well,
10
you
more
weren't
days, Bob.
you weren't far off. How many? Oh my God, I still like to write some of my checks and send them in the mail. It's a credit thing, and I do the electronic stuff too all the time and auto pay and stuff. But the 4 checks that I sent out today, I had noticed the numbers in my ledger were wrong, and I had 2 checks in one envelope. Neither one of them went with that bill. Neither one of them went with that bill. So I had to reseal them, and it's awful paying bills because I cannot do numbers. Hate it.
I have to look once in a while, and I know this sounds stupid, but I have to look once in a while because I forget what year it is.
I think when I had it's when I quit signing checks, so I'd do that a triple check now, but I would get checks back. Not just one, but every one I'd sent that day. This weekend. Well, what's today? The 2nd?
Today, yeah, or it's actually for you, it'd be the 3rd today. because it's going to be the third here in another hour or so.
That's right.
An hour.
That's right. And I'll have that hell meeting at the Ark today. It's all right.
So it's a Sunday after this coming one.
Yeah. Sunday the 13th. Oh, GRB said it's the third day of autumn. Well, your autumn's different than our autumn, though. Your autumn's coming up. I almost messed that up. Those fish are laying back down already. Up from there. What are those tetras that jump up and lay their eggs on the leaves?
Splash tetras?
Splash tetras. And I started saying splash them to keep them wet. Yeah, they're doing good in here. I can see 6 from here.
Nice.
2 males, I think, and 4 females. Yep, they need to splash up there on that light or something and make some little splash tetras. Those don't come around that often. Not around here.
You should live in Wyoming. Nothing comes around there, doctor.
That can be a good thing, though. Yeah. Depending on what's coming around. I have to go get crickets tomorrow, too. Oh, my God. Let me turn these reptile lights off. I don't usually let them stay on this light. They do want their
And
snack.
a knoll? Or are you going to wait till after the brown one's gone, too?
Hey, baby. Go to bed.
18 days till spring. Here it'll be, we usually have, normally the normal weather is the last week in May, we'll have a big snowstorm. And then that's usually it. Usually. Last year, our last snow was June 8th. Was our last big snowstorm.
Remember, I started this stream out having a discussion with him about I love you too, about being up on top of this Sphinx.
He looks so comfy.
Yeah, well, you see, he's terrified of him.
Yeah.
He's not. Look at that butt. You can lay back down. Oh, I got to sneeze. I wish that little Leno would pop up. I did not see him. Nope. Oh well. Some candy I ate out of this morning. I pulled it out and didn't throw it away. He's so good. I don't have to feed him by hand. I can give him half a can of cat food and it's gone. Just a little bit later. Note.
Well, I think I'm about ready to call it a night. How about you?
I know I am. I've still got to feed 2 rooms of fish, but I got 2 done, so walk the dogs. Yep. I'm glad everything turned out good. It was a good stream.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm glad you had fun at least.
man, yeah. I'm
Did you
so
hear me?
happy. What?
I said, I'm glad you had fun at least. That's what I told Dee Dee, and she's like, whatever. There he is. He's going to be a hellion. Look how scared he is. It's that little Cuban cichlid. Come on, I'll feed you some more. Girl, you better get in bed. Who's over here? That when they do that, they want the light out. So over here by his face. Yeah.
I can't believe how fast those guys are growing.
They're huge. They're huge. Hey, babies.
Well, I'm going to call it a night.
All right, Pam. I'll
So,
see you Saturday, maybe.
oh yeah, we'll be on Saturday night, and I'll send Dia a link and
Yep.
invite her up. I still have another like couple weeks left on the I paid extra for the StreamYard this month, so I still have a couple weeks left on that, so I can have a lot more people on for a while. Okay, good night, everybody, and thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody,
Good
and
night,
thank you for
Pam.
coming in and all that good stuff. And thank you, Bob. And
Thank you.
we'll see everybody Saturday night. Bye.
Bye. And I really am out of here, Pam. Oh, you didn't end it yet?